have old stuff in the smaller freezer.
What's this? Is this deer meat?
This is bacon, I believe. That's bacon.
So you have a pig?
Oh no, that's Yabba Dabba Doo ribs. When we say Yabba Dabba Doo, they're nice thick ribs.
Oh, nice.
Like we don't trim the bacon off them always.
So cool.
Yabba Dabba Doo. This is homemade corned beef, but it's made with venison backstraps.
Yum.
And
So you're going to come spend a lot of time at my homestead and teach me how to cook
this
all
is a
stuff?
cottage roll. This is like a pickled ham instead of a pickled and smoked ham. This is a cottage roll. You just pickle it and then you put it in the crock pot with a cabbage and some potatoes and an onion and let it simmer all day. A bit of water.
Oh my land.
Sounds so
I
good.
know, eh?
Okay, what is this? This is a pork hock. Everything, we use just about everything. This is, better take that out. This is bacon. Well, not that one. Get a better one. I ran out of freezer bags and had to use Ziploc bags.
I definitely want to learn how to do that. Seal them?
This is a roast made out of back straps. I tied that, I put them all together with, and tied them. That was my dough.
Wow.
Okay, yeah. Let's see. You want bacon or sausage? Or both?
Well, let's try both.
Okay.
Since we're here, we gotta try your stuff.
There we go. You
Love
take that.
the pantry.
If you need or want, you think about how many days are in a week, calculate how many times you eat out or won't use specific ingredients, meal plan in your head or a spreadsheet, and you can figure out almost exactly how much you need for the year, and then some, and then you want that many jars empty on your shelf. You know why? Because if the power goes out
Yes.
and the freezer breaks down, the only way to save your meat after 3 days of starting to thaw in the freezer is to can it all. So always keep empty jars. It's not a waste. It's a safety precaution against losing all the meat you've worked hard for all year.
Oh, you're a smart girl.
I learned the hard way. Did you never see my video? What happened in what I learned in a 69-hour power outage?
Did we watch that? I feel like we
I don't
talked
know.
about it. I heard of it.
69 hours in July.
Oh.
Oh man.
And I learned how to can with my pressure canner on my barbecue.
Wow.
Man, oh man.
Yeah, right.
These are from your garden, I assume, eh?
Yeah, well, no, sometimes I shop at the farmer's market.
Okay.
And these,
can them
I
away.
gotta put these out with dinner. I have another jar in the fridge. These are calico pickles, and if you like a semi-hot, but not too spicy, kind of zing pickle, these are awesome.
Oh,
It's one of my favorite recipes.
so great.
Yeah. See, this is another thing. Laying hens,
Yeah.
when they're too tough, trust me, if they're over a year old, they're too tough to freeze and cook, unless you're going to label them soup birds. What I do is when I have to switch out my flock, I'll get Howie to dispatch them, pluck them, and clean them, and I'll throw them all into my pressure canners and cook them with, a carrot and an onion, some water, and then I strain all the broth off, put it in a stock pot in my fridge, scrape all the fat off the next day because it's fat-free broth almost. And then I pick all the meat out and give the rest to the pigs. And I can the meat in the broth, and it's delicious. The only way to eat old laying hens is to pressure cook them and can them in their own broth.
Okay, I think I know the answer because we've watched a lot, but you don't seal any of them, your jars.
Yes, they're sealed.
Just that thing, but I mean the other stuff's not on it. Crazy. Why do you not put the other thing?
Well, there's a good answer for that. Let's go out here. The reason I don't put leave the rings on the jar is because it can wreck the jar and the ring if it rusts.
Okay, right.
So when they're sealed, the ring is only on the jar to hold the lid part in place while it's sealing.
Okay.
So if you...
I do remember watching videos, I just kind of forgot the reason.
That's okay, you ask me whatever you want. So when I'm finished, when they're cooled down, I take the lid off. Because my brother Billy asked me that when I gave him some jam without a ring on it.
Yeah.
He said, but, so I took a ring and I put it on it for him. I said, Billy, the ring's only to hold it on, right? And I use them for transport.
Yeah.
But I mean, this way you're not buying hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of lids and rings. You're just buying the inserts.
Yeah.
And once they're cooled, you take your rings off, wash them, and throw them in a box for the next set of canning.
Yeah. Nice.
So
That's awesome.